All right, so this time we're dealing with a front load Samsung dryer. So we're gonna go ahead and power it on, and then I'm gonna hit the start button. And when I do that, the drum doesn't spin and it just makes a little clicking noise. Now, usually that's an indicator that the belt is broken. I've already taken this machine apart and verified that it is a broken belt. But in the event that you haven't checked to see if you have a broken belt yet, just keep in mind that there are a few other things that can cause your dryer to give the same symptoms. But I'll go ahead and show you real quick how to check to see if you have a broken belt. And then if you do, I'll walk you through how to take your machine apart, how to replace the belt, and how to put it back together. All right, so to check to see if your belt is broken, the first thing you want to do is remove the lid from your machine. And to do that, you'll come to the back and you should have two screws that hold it in place, one here and one here. And go ahead and take those out. And then you can just slide the lid back towards you and take it off. So here's going to be how you can tell if your belt is broken without taking your machine completely apart. All you need to do is grab your belt and pull on it a little bit. If there's a lot of tension on it, then that means that your belt is okay and your issue is different. But this one, I can pull up on it and it comes completely out. And you can see that it has been torn, so that's why our drum is not spinning when we start it. Go ahead and open up your door, take your lint filter out, and then you've got two screws right here that help hold the front panel in place. Take those out. Now we're going to go ahead and remove this user interface panel. And for this particular model, it has a couple of screws that hold it in place. There's one here, 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 and here. So a total of 4 screws. Now, depending on what kind of front load Samsung you have, it might be slightly different. They don't all have that exact design. So let's go ahead and take those out. All right, now that you got the screws out, you can just grab the panel, pull it off towards you. Now, some of your models, they're going to have a little connection right here, maybe 1 or 2, that you can undo the clips and then remove this user interface panel completely. This one doesn't. This one, the wires actually run to the main PC over here. If you want, you can take that off and disconnect it. But usually I don't. Usually I will just set this up here out of the way and move on to the next step. Next, we're going to remove this front panel right here. And it's got 4 screws that hold it in place. We're just going to take those out real quick. Okay, once those screws are out, you can let the door just kind of lean towards you. And then you want to go ahead and disconnect the door switch. Just pull that out and you can set your front panel off to the side. So next, we're going to go ahead and unplug this. This is just the plug that runs to the drum light. It's got a little clip that it goes through. Undo that. And now we're going to go ahead and take this panel off. It's got a total of 5 screws that hold it in place. You've got one here, one up here on top, and then you've got the same thing over here, one up top as well as one right here. And one right here. Now that you've got all those screws out, you can just kind of wiggle it out of there. You can just take 2 of these together and just run them up on top of your machine. And you've got another little clip right here that the wires go through, and just set that off to the side. And now we're going to remove this front panel as well as the canister that the lint filter goes in. So for this front panel, you've got 4 screws. One here, 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 and here. We're going to take those out. And to take this canister off, you've got 3 screws. One here, here, and here. We'll go ahead and take those off. And then just pull your canister down. I would definitely recommend going ahead and cleaning it out. And if you happen to see a bunch of lint build up in your fan right here, I would go ahead and take all that out as well. If this gets clogged up with a bunch of lint in here, it will cause your motor to vibrate, which causes your entire machine to shake pretty bad. And then you want to undo this clip right here. This clip runs to the moisture sensor bars. So just disconnect that. Now we can remove this front panel. And to do that, all you have to do is grab it, kind of push up on it and pull out towards you. Okay, so because our belt is broken, now we can just go ahead and pull the drum straight out. All right, since you've got your dryer opened up, before we go ahead and put it back together, there's just a few things that you want to check real quick. First, you want to check the pulley right here and just spin it with your hand and make sure that it's spinning freely. And if it's got some resistance to it, you can hit it with some WD-40. Same thing with your rollers. Just check them and make sure that they're spinning properly. If not, hit them with WD-40. Double check and feel for any flat spots. If it feels like you've got some flat spots, that's probably why your machine is making a thumping noise and you'd want to replace those. Your pulley, if it looks like it has a little groove starting to dig into it where the belt goes, I would recommend replacing that as well. Samsung is known for the quality of the plastic to not be that great. And if you have a groove already, it means that the belt is eating through the plastic and eventually it'll eat all the way through down to the bearing. Now, there is one other thing that I want to point out that I just happened to notice on this one, and you can check for this as well. I'm going to just double check all your wires that are running to your heating element and your thermostat fuses and make sure that they don't look like this. Okay, this is starting to bubble up, this wire, and eventually it is just going to fall apart. And when that happens, you'll lose electrical current to your heating element and you'll get no more heat until you fix that. So since you've already got it open, you'd want to just cut the wire here and replace it. I do actually cover that in another video of mine, and I'll link that in the description for you, and you can watch that video and it'll walk you through step by step where to buy the part and what to do. As for the rest of everything else, the rollers, the pulley, the belt, I'll link all of those in the description as well. All you have to do is go to the description, click on the link, it'll take you to an Amazon store and you can purchase the parts there if you want. Okay, so now we want to put our drum back in. We're going to slip our belt over the drum, just pick it up and set it in there. Okay, so now we want to put the belt back around the pulley and the motor. So I'll reach in and show you here. Grab the belt, make sure that the belt on this side is over the pulley, and then over here you're going to wrap it around the motor and then pull it to your right and then lift up on the pulley, make it go to the left, and then just slip the belt over the pulley. Okay, now we're going to put our front panel back on here, and you've got metal tabs. There's two on each side, one here, here, and then one over here and over here, and they're going to go inside these holes right here. There's two on this side and two over here. We'll go ahead and slip this part right into the drum, and then you'll push up on it. Start with one side, get that little metal tab in the hole, come to the other one, push that one up, and then to get the bottom ones in, go ahead and give the drum a spin clockwise. If you spin it counterclockwise, the belt will pop off of the pulley. So spin it clockwise until you hear a thump. That'll be the drum resting in place on the rollers in the front, and then you can just push up on both sides and get those tabs back in. Go ahead and reconnect the wire for the moisture sensor. Now we want to put our canister back on. Go ahead and grab your wires right here and clip them back into the clips. You'll have the long part of the wire that runs over here to plug back into the drum light. And then this shorter wire, this is your clip for the door switch. You just grab the user interface board, move it out of the way, and you can work this back on here. There are little metal slits that you have to line up on both sides. So just make sure that those go inside the holes there. And then we'll put this screw back in. The one on this side. goes on this side. All right, we're gonna put our front panel back on. Now there are 3 little metal tabs down here. Okay, there are slits in the bottom of your door. So when you pick your door up, if you angle it a little bit like this, you can just slide those metal tabs right through those slits. Push your door forward a little bit and reconnect the door switch. And then we'll re-secure the front panel by putting the 4 screws back in place. And you can take your control panel right here, and it's got a couple of little tabs, plastic tabs, and they go inside these holes. So if you kind of angle it towards you, set those tabs in those holes, it'll just pop into place. And then we can put the screws that hold it in place back up on top. All right, we're almost done here. We'll put these 4 screws back in place. Don't forget to put your lint trap back in. And then your 2 screws, they go in this front panel. You can slide your lid back on and screw it back in. Now you can go ahead and power it on, start it up, and it's back to running. That's all there is to it. Now your dryer should be good to go. We'll catch you next time.